Yeah, so here we are 2 minutes before launch. So when you want to see a launch from Southern California, first you want to check to see that it hasn't scrubbed. In other words, hasn't canceled. Right now we've got Starlink's website up, and you can see here on SpaceX launch website that it's liftoff is targeted for 7:30, and he's monitoring a live feed, which you can see on X by clicking watch to make sure it is still planned on launching.
Here we go. Go or no go.
And in just a few more seconds, we should hear the SpaceX launch director give their go for launch.
Any second.
Credit
And again,
credit
at
to the
right-hand corner of
YouTube
screen,
channel
that
you're
is
watching there.
Go for launch.
And there's launch director saying go for launch.
That's great. So we are
40 seconds. 40 seconds to launch.
40 seconds away from launch. Now, we're in North Orange County, and Lompoc is oriented about northwest from us.
Minus 30 seconds.
So we're going to aim our sights out in the northwest
We're under 30
direction.
seconds now with the SpaceX count, just over 10 seconds in
And one
real
of the
time.
key things is you
We're gonna
think
go
as soon
ahead
as it
and
launches,
listen
we'd start
in.
seeing in the
SpaceX
sky.
counts off.
But
it's 250 miles away, so we're not going to see it for the first 45 seconds. 40 seconds?
it's about 150 miles away, the way the crow flies, yeah.
7,
So we got about,
5, 4,
here we go.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
So there it goes off. So it's going to take us about 45 seconds before we see it. And we're going to see it almost due west from here.
And this is a really great way to monitor for a SpaceX launch yourself, because
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
you can watch it on a live feed and then keep your eye out for it to make sure that it actually launched and you're not looking for nothing.
So,
right, so
coming up in 30 seconds.
I think we're facing straight west right now. So Richard, I'm going to angle myself a little bit to the right, and let's keep our eye out for that flame.
Any second. Look close, look tight.
Power and telemetry nominal.
We're scanning the sky for a little orange flame going up into the diagonal left.
And with that, we had a good
Keep
liftoff of the
looking.
Falcon.
Come on, where is it?
Who's going to see it first? How many seconds,
Falcon
Richard, are
9
we
is
in?
supersonic.
We're 1 minute, 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Where? Oh, look, right
Speed
above
of
that.
sound. After 3
And look at, you can see the plume lighting up.
no fooling, we are past max Q.
There's max Q.
Greatest aerodynamic
What's max
pressure
Q,
on the
Rich?
vehicle. Coming upon a few events in
The greatest
rapid succession.
aerodynamic pressure on the
First stage
vehicle.
managed cutoff or MECO.
So we got 9
2 minutes and 25
Merlin
seconds.
rocket engines right now trying to break the atmosphere. Pretty soon we're going to see main engine cutoff.
And then a little after 3 minutes to flight, payload fairings deploy.
So a few seconds you're going to see the main engines cut off, and it's going to go to second stage.
That's why we're here. Oh, you're launching. No, we're not launching.
The call for MVAC chill. They are thermally conditioning that Merlin vacuum engine, preparing it for
We're at 2 minutes right now. Wow, you see how that
Wow.
sunset really lights up that contrail.
It really does. This is absolutely gorgeous.
There's main engine cutoff right now. Main engine cutoff. So the 9 Merlin engines just shut down. We have stage separation, and second stage just ignited.
Wow, that is stunning.
Now they switched over to single stage vacuum engine. So because the atmosphere is a lot thinner right now, so.
Stage separation confirmed.
Is that from Vandenberg?
Impact ignition.
From Vandenberg.
And all good call outs from the SpaceX team. And
Oh, you can barely see the booster too, lighting up in the plume.
I can't see it. Oh yeah, I do.
You can see there on the left-hand side of your screen those
You see about that in the
hypersonic
middle of the
red fins
screen?
flying
Right there.
on the first stage.
Sorry,
There
there's
is.
a mosquito biting my.
Steering and stability as that booster.
Okay, I
moves
see the
its way back
booster. That
down
is so
towards the
cool.
drone
It's
ship.
to the right
course,
of my
I still
live
love
screen right now.
We might, yeah. You can see the cold nitrogen cold thrusters orienting itself.
And what is that booster doing, Rich?
It's going downrange to Baja California to the drone ship. What was it called? Of course, I still love you. Wow, look at that plume. Oh, there goes the fairing halves.
Oh wow. So what are the fairy caps, Richard?
That was protecting the 22 Starlink satellites, and those are the nose cone essentially.
Be that first stage entry.
Yeah, like you still see the booster, and every so often you can see the.
Now I'm going to
The
zoom out real
fairings.
quickly because
The booster in
this
the upper
this
stage.
trail is absolutely gorgeous. It's totally getting lit up by the sun. Look at that. Richard, look all the way to the west.
Yeah,
So
even
here I am in the west, and I'm following. What would you call this a contrail still with a rocket?
yeah. No, not really. But
Not really. All right, I zoomed.
look at you can still see the booster. You see it?
Okay,
Did you see it? It just lit
here's
up
the
again.
booster right here in the middle of the screen right now.
This booster that is
And
mission.
Right now,
Tail
due
number
west,
1071 of
I
the
would say
SpaceX
about
fleet.
50
It's
degrees
15
into the sky.
Liftoff. Let's see if it's able to make its 15.
Here it is, heading off into space. Oh, this is just so cool. There's nothing better than a dusk launch of SpaceX, of any rocket that is. This is really exciting. I wonder what all the people...
So can you see the booster still?
Do you see it?
To go back.
See that little light right there?
Yeah, I don't.
It's
Oh,
going.
there's that.
That's the big booster with the 9 engines, and it's going. It's orienting to Baja California.
So Steven was able to
Oh, sorry.
run the
You can
numbers.
see now it's just going straight away from us.
In the background, actually, that's Steven. There were a couple of times when SpaceX was able
That's
to
really
launch 3
interesting.
times
It
within
almost
24
feels like
hours.
it went down. Like,
Back in
you
February,
see
they
the
launched the
the
USS
exhaust
124
trail?
mission.
The way it
followed
like
by
slopes downward. I know that's just probably an illusion, but
Yeah.
And then Starlink 7-14.
yeah. Oh my goodness, they're getting
All
squirrely.
those
I'm gonna
missions happened
head on over to the west here and see how they're swirling out. Oh, that's so pretty.
Great views in the shadow of the first stage.
So if you come over here, you can still see it
Booster there,
moving. Can you see it moving
Yeah.
away from us still?
the setting sun.
It's like heading straight away from us.
There's
Oh, and there's the booster coming down. See, that's the re-entry. Can you see it, Kelly?
Yeah.
That's the re-entry coming into the atmosphere.
a launch of Crew 8 followed by transport.
That is so cool. You've
I didn't
never
think
seen the booster light up.
I
like
didn't think
that.
we could see it that close,
That is
that clearly.
fantastic.
That's crazy. It's going to shut off any second.
It burns out, right?
It just slows it down, and see it turned off right now.
Yeah, I saw.
And now it's lining up to the ship, and it'll land in the ship, and it'll fire one more time just before it lands. But that's great. We never got to see that before. That was
Yeah,
so cool.
That's the first time.
That was a
Here,
good
let's
one.
move over away from the
Oh,
screen
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, you can still see the
But you can see
second stage still going away
first
from
stage
us.
speedometer
All right, let me try to.
That was a great launch.
has plummeted rapidly.
There it is.
As the booster was essentially slamming on the brakes, making its way.
So we're almost 7 minutes in.
That's even longer than we normally see it because usually
Yeah.
about 6 minutes we can't see it
Falcon
anymore.
Second stage.
Do you think it's because it's so clear tonight?
It's just because it's so clear. It also goes behind our house.
And yeah. After the storm, right? It's so clear. That's a good one. It's still going away from us.
Daylight.
So Richard, does that trajectory website show where it's at right now? Do you figure it's about Baja, California?
What, the booster?
Yeah.
The
or
booster
even
was.
farther down.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
second stage?
I mean the second stage.
Second
but-
stage is way past that. Yeah.
Is it?
way past that. If the booster was landing in Baja.
Oh, okay.
So that thing is,
Oh my God.
that thing's way past. Yeah.
So awesome.
So now it's going to go
20 seconds.
almost all the way around the Earth before it launches the 22 satellites. So it's still going higher and higher and higher and higher as it goes around the Earth. So by the time it comes almost all the way around, it'll be at low Earth orbit insertion, then it'll launch them.
Just
So
amazing.
there's the booster coming down. It's going to launch on the ship.
It's gonna land on the ship. You said
Here
launch.
comes it's gonna land. Here it comes. And there's the booster.
Just landed on the ship, the drone ship called Of Course I Still Love You, which is just a marvel of technology in itself. The fact that a completely autonomous ship can align up with that
Falcon 9 first stage
Booster. And just the fact that the
71.
booster can land upright on it. It's just absolutely amazing.
It is.
So that's over the horizon now.
It really
Let's look
is.
back
So
over here.
awesome. Let me take a look.
Yeah, look how beautiful. Wow. That is absolutely
Gorgeous. Love it.
That was
I remember seeing those even as a kid.
And a good call out from
Amazing.
SpaceX for that novel.
yeah, and you can see the trail swirling around Jupiter.
Yes. I
Where's
saw
it- where's-
Jupiter.
Is that Jupiter?
Yeah.
Right.
They said it was going to be brilliant this
Right
week
there.
with the full
There it
moon
is.
coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That was a good one.
Well, any other things you want to add before we end this live? That was pretty cool. I can't believe
I can't believe we got to see the booster re-entering atmosphere and those three Merlins lighting up again. We've never seen it that far. That was great. That's amazing. That was amazing. So that's it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
That was really cool.
That was so awesome. I can't believe it.
Eh,
Can't believe you could see it forever.
Yeah, and if you looked really close, you could see the two. There's the fairings that are covering the nose cone, and as the booster went away, a few seconds later, you could barely see them in the exhaust, and you could actually see them little feathering out.
I could see that.
can't
That girl
believe
asked
that.
me, she goes, what are those? I don't know. What's them?
Yeah, it's the nose cone that separates out, and then the satellites are exposed. So satellites are exposed, still going around the Earth until it gets high enough, and then it'll launch the 22. So that's just, I can't believe that. I can't believe we saw all that.
And
So
Richard,
clear.
yeah, last night I didn't show you the video, but Brent saw a satellite train in the sky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did. So, like, what's a satellite train? I did stay on live. So,
So the Starlinks are in constellations, and they're going around the Earth in all these different circles, different orbits. And when you see a bunch of them, and they're spaced out very specifically, that's the train that you can see is the Starlink trains going around.
and it just looks like a line of dots.
A line of airplanes
A line of airplanes.
or
exactly.
UFOs that are
Right.
perfectly spaced apart. Yeah.
Yeah, just
So-
traveling through the sky like an airplane speed.
That was
Get
great.
Venus up there.
Oh, I thought that was Jupiter that you were pointing at. Was that
Isn't that
Venus?
That's Jupiter, right?
Is it Jupiter?
Yeah. I think Venus will be
No, it's going to be by the sun.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. It could.
closer to the sun.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be sun.
in the sunrise,
Yeah, it might be.
that's why I pointed that way.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay,
that
it's
way
Jupiter.
now,
Can
but
you see
when the-
Jupiter?
I can see Jupiter. But when the sun rises, it'll be Venus. I have no idea whether Venus was at sunrise or sunset right now.
Yeah, it's always closest to the
Closest to the sun. Yeah, and it was morning sun or morning moon this morning. We had the moon up
All right, now.
during the day.
Now I'll end the live. That was a good little
I thought you
after video conversation, and I just
I thought
can't
you
get
ended
enough
it.
of this beautiful trail.
yeah.
It's so pretty. I hope everyone can step outside and take a look at that
That was a good one.
with Jupiter.
with Jupiter. We think.